just about 8 miles inland from the warm waters of the Atlantic. We are inside Hard Rock Stadium here in Miami. The veteran, Jason Sanders, ready to get us started. And off we go from South Florida. This one taken at the 7. And he'll get this up past the 20, and that's where they'll set up shop. So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. A quick throw taken in out wide by Dell. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. They'll run. This is Jalen Warren. And he will keep the drive moving. Gets the 1st down. Nice gain of 5.
2nd down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a 1st down.
From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10.
60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat, go!
Now, faking the give. Now, he'll air one out. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. They send a receiver in motion left. That's over the middle and caught by Dell. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line.
Well, let's give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely and results in a completion.
Couple of 1st downs already on this drive, and they'll go 1st down from the 43. On 1st and 10, it's Warren. And he'll only be able to muster a couple of yards. Javon Holland up to make the tackle. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. They'll stay on the ground with Warren. And the defense there to meet him. They'll hold him to 2 and bring up 3rd down.
Let's go now. 18, Pioneer. Seven Pirate. Trap 60. Hunt.
Here's Rattler. Nowhere to go. He is taken down. That is Zach Sealer getting in there to bring him down. The Bills bringing on the punt team. Now, on the return, he has lost the football. Special teams has come up with the recovery.
You can see the returner. He starts peeking at that coverage unit. He feels that pressure bearing down on them. And unfortunately for him, I think when he takes his eyes off to see who's coming down to tackle him, he fails to secure the ball. And they're going to pay the ultimate price now. He's going to put his defense right back out there on the field. And they're going to be in a tough spot trying to keep points off the board.
To throw, it's Rattler. He's got it inside the 5. He is in. Tank Dell. Touchdown, Bills. It's his second touchdown of the year. Bass's kick is good. And the Bills will take a 7-0 lead. Following the touchdown, Bass is back to kick it off. The return team gonna let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Here's 1st and 10.
Ready.
Now the former Texas A&M Aggie. Here's Devon Achane. And he'll get back maybe to the line of scrimmage, but probably going to be a loss of a yard here.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Once again, it's Achane. And they'll stop him. At least it's an improvement over the last play. They're not losing yardage, but it didn't gain any here. And now it's going to be 3rd down.
Clearly the plan on offense was to establish the run a little bit on this drive, Mike, but the defense is having none of it. 1st and 2nd down stop, no gain. Now it brings up a 3rd and long. We'll see if they try something else.
Throwing on 3rd down, Tungo Vailoa. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
On the ground, this is Jalen Wright. And that's the way you want to run it on 1st down. A gain of 7. Here's 2nd and 3 to go.
Hey, get set.
Tua gonna give it to Achane. And he's got it. 1st down. A pickup of 4.
I think this 2nd down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a 3rd down and short. But there's no need for 3rd down. He was able to get enough on 2nd, and they get a fresh set of downs.
From the 39, here's a 1st and 10.
Go ahead. He's right, snug.
Tua gonna give this to Wright. And he's brought down after a gain of a couple. Second down and 8.
Ready, shot.
They send Sutton in motion. A shotgun snap for Tua. He keeps it himself.
Well, let's give credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was nowhere to go with the ball for that quarterback. He had no choice but to just tuck it down himself, and he's able only to pick up a short gain.
They need to get to the 29 here, facing 3rd down. Out of the gun, Bigelow. That's caught. Left side. It's complete. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this first quarter. So a big third down hookup takes us to the break. The Bills with the early advantage. And we're back to South Florida after this. So they come to the line for first down and 10. They'll run with a chain. He plunges forward for a couple of yards. That's Gregory Rousseau in on the stop.
Ready.
From the gun, here's Tua. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Work to do following the sack. It is third and long.
Ready, set.
Here's Bigelow. To the goal line and in. Jalen Waddle. Touchdown, Dolphins.
You know, Mike, at this level, not all touchdowns are created equal. There's some plays that result in touchdowns, and then there are touchdown strikes. And this one is the latter. I mean, you talk about a confidently thrown ball on the money downfield. It doesn't get a lot better than this, and his receiver is able to take it in for 6.
So back to level after the touchdown, and time for the kickoff. This will be returned from the 6. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And he'll be out of bounds on the return, and the drive will begin there. We'll start this on the ground with Warren. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
What makes great linebackers stand out from the pack is their instincts and their vision. In this case, the linebacker has his keys, brings him right where the ball is going, and he's able to make a play at the point of attack and keep this to a no gain.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. He'll get it into the hands of Ashton Doolin. And he'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
The timing of these RPO concepts, that's the entire key. Remember, Mike, in the college game, they get a 3-yard window that they're allowed to be downfield even on a forward pass. That's not the rule in the NFL. These decisions have to be made quickly. If not, even after a good pickup, you could be coming back due to a flag.
On play action, he'll set. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Javon Holland. And he's going to give a short field to his offense here as they try to break the tie.
The best way, Mike, for a defense to bait these bad throws is don't allow the quarterback to throw the ball to their first read. By the time he gets to the 3rd or 4th read, in this case, the defender has already put himself in position. jump that route, challenge the receiver, and that's a big-time takeaway.
That's taken in by Achan.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
And that one knocked away. It's incomplete.
They've been a little up and down in this first half. I mean, they have less than 80 yards of total offense and halftime looms. So missed throws like that, those are missed opportunities. They've got to hit the plays when they have them if they want to have a chance to leave here with a win.
3rd down and 9.
Yeah, ready. Out.
Here's Tua. And that is incomplete.
Great pass rushers live for 3rd down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation. And for this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack.
And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback and will come out to the 20-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10.
Ready. Panther 11. Buffalo 18. Dragon 60. 19 Lion. Go.
Throwing is Rattler. And that is incomplete. Tank Dell was the one he was looking for. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
Come on.
This to the right side, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
You know, it's hard to speculate, Mike. We sit up here and we try to just interpret and assume what's going on in the minds of the players and the minds of the coaches, but they seem to me to be a little bit rattled. All these negative plays have really started to pile up in the first half. He's got to settle down, have some more efficiency on these early downs, and get his offense into some sort of rhythm.
18 Pioneer. Ready.
Rattler now back to throw. A short throw caught by Kincaid. And it'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line.
I know, I'm biased. But listen, you can't convince me, Mike, that there's a better option on the field, especially when you got a guy like this, that on 3rd down or critical moments, that's where the ball needs to go. The size, the speed, the matchup problems that he creates. If I was in a critical situation, there is no doubt where I'm going with the ball.
They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. On the zone read, they hand it to Warren. And that should be enough. He works his way forward to pick up a 1st down.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. 2nd and short, play action pass, you can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the 1st down.
It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Once again, it's Warren. And that'll be a pickup of 3. Second and 7. Now there's a throw out wide. Hey, this might be a double pass. His throw, a good one. It's caught. And it works to perfection. A double pass leading to a run into the end zone for a touchdown. The extra point by Bass is good. And the Bills will move out to a 14-7 lead. Following the touchdown, Bass is back to kick it off. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. On the give, it's right. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's 2nd down.
Ready.
To throw is Tua. Here's a screen coming for right. They were not fooled on defense. Saw the screen from the start. It'll be a loss of yardage on the play.
I think this play is a direct result of his film study. He knew exactly where that ball was going before the play was snapped, and that play recognition, man, it separates a lot of guys in this league, and it results in a negative play.
From the gun on 3rd down, Tagovailoa. But we try to fit in the slant, and it was intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Taylor Rapp.
I would love to see his weapons do a better job, Mike, especially in the middle of the field, getting open in these zones. I just feel like there's been tight coverage, a lot of little windows to throw through, and yes, anytime you turn the ball over, it's on the quarterback, but the rest of this supporting unit needs to do a better job helping him.
Just a short gain to the 33-yard line.
Seven Pirates. Ready.
They'll send him over to the left.
Hut.
Looking to throw, Rattler. That one caught by Tank Dell. And they'll work this close to a 1st down, maybe just a tad short.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with a lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
The Bills going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. On 4th down, Tyler Bass now for the Bills field goal. It'll be a 44-yard attempt. Bass's kick is good. And the Bills going to tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the 1st half.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
First and 10.
Drift.
Play action. Tagovailoa. A dive and a catch. Incredible. Now the Dolphins going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops with 46 seconds remaining in the 1st half.
Go ahead. Scat.
On 1st down, here's Tagovailoa to throw. Sending it deep for Waddle. And he will go all the way. Jalen Waddle. Touchdown, Miami. His 2nd catch of the game. And both have gone for touchdowns. A beautiful combination in the air there. The pass downfield and bringing it the rest of the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And it's really just a great route, Mike, and then a beautiful throw. The accuracy of the throw is what allowed the receiver not only to secure the catch, but then be able to turn it up and finish the play and find himself in the end zone.
Still a little time. The final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it out. It's a touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line.
Hawk 70, Hawk 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. Here we go, here we go. 79 Bronco. Ready.
Throwing now is Rattler. That'll be caught by the running back, Warren. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. Now a timeout, Buffalo. They're second, as they'll stop it just a little bit over 30 seconds to go in this first half.
70. Go. 19 tight, 19 tight. Mustang 19.
The tight end, Kincaid, in motion.
Get up.
Now Rattler gonna throw. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Walker. And he's gonna be taken down, but it's a quick change situation. He has set his offense up with first and goal.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
Slot man in motion left.
Set.
Back to throw is Tua. This one caught at the 4. From inside the 5, it is second and goal.
All right. Turbo 3, kick. Wants an Oscar. Set.
A give here to Wright. And he'll get about halfway there. That's a gain of 2, down to the 2. Now Miami going to use the second of their timeouts. And it'll come with 15 seconds to play in this first half. Good job so far by the defense protecting the short field. Now it's third and goal.
Turbo 2, ice jab, Turbo 2, ice jab. Ready, set.
He'll try to run this one in. And this time he will work his way into the end zone. Jalen Wright. Touchdown, Dolphins.
You hear coaches, you hear commentators, everybody talks about that middle 4, Mike, the final 2 minutes of the second quarter and the first 2 minutes of the third quarter. Here they are now. They go down and they steal a late touchdown to end the half. Remember, they're going to get the ball first coming out of the break.
Now Sanders on for the extra point. It's up and through. And the Dolphins move out in front by 4. It's 21-17. They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. Now return coming from the 7. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10.
60 Bison, check go.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. It's a pickup of about 3 to the 28-yard line. So we hit halftime here in South Florida, and the Dolphins are in the lead. As we send you up to Orlando for a check-in with Jonathan Coachman. He's got our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, it's all yours. Coach, thank you. Not a rest at the break for the defensive coordinators, trying to figure out how to stop these offenses as we get ready for the second half. Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway.
Ready.
On first down, a run for right. And tough running there. He's up to the 32. Christian Benford brings him down.
Ready. Set.
Throwing is Tua. Going up top. That's caught. And they will bring this into the red zone. Big connection inside the 20.
When he continues to play at this level, Mike, it just makes this team so hard to beat. It's the combination of leading both long, sustained drives and then being able to strike in bunches. It puts so much pressure on these defenses.
That is caught side of the end zone. Devon Achane. Touchdown, Miami. Beautiful play on the move out of the pocket to his left, and he finds the end zone for the touchdown. What a play, Greg.
It really was. And how often do we see quarterbacks that really are trying to make a play, throw the ball into maybe a crowd, throw it into tight coverage, especially down here in the red zone? You have to protect the ball and make great choices, and he keeps that one alive, and it pays off.
He fields it at the 8. He'll get across the 20, mark him at the 22-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. A quick throw taken in out wide by Dell. Now a flag comes in. It was thrown by the umpire. The pickup is 4, but usually that's a holding penalty. Throw to the right flat. It is caught.
How fast things can flip. You find yourself in 1st and a mile after taking a penalty on 1st down. But that chunk play there in the passing game now gets them back in sequence with the chains and brings up a more manageable 2nd down.
Cup 19. Cadet. Panther 11. Panther 11. Go.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. And for a 3rd time today, he's intercepted. Picked by the rookie out of Ohio State. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
I think anytime you find yourself trailing in the second half, Mike, all offensive play callers fight the urge to chase those points. They tend to get a little bit overeager. They tend to push the envelope sometimes a little too far. Those turnovers, they only make the deficit grow, not shrink. Now, there's a lot of football left, Mike. They can still get back into this. They just have to be a little bit smarter about which risks you're willing to take. Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
They'll try again. It's
right here.
2nd and 10.
Set.
Tua. That is hauled in at the 5. And he'll be taken down.
Well, so far here today, putting points on the board certainly hasn't been a problem, and plays like that are why. Think about it, Mike. Sometimes you just have to take what the defense gives you and not force something that's not there, and That mid-range pass results in a fresh set of downs.
Slot receiver headed right. Trying to create some space, but will not find much. He'll get a yard. They'll mark it at the 3. From a little closer, here's 2nd and goal. Here's Tagovailoa. That one taken in. Jalen Waddle. Touchdown, Dolphins. 3 touchdowns for the game. His first 3 of the year. And that is the hat trick. What a game. His 3rd touchdown reception of this one.
And nothing they've done to slow him down has worked, Mike. This defense, they're throwing multiple guys at him. They're playing man. They're playing zone. It doesn't matter. This guy is having his way, and he's having a day.
After the touchdown, Myers is back to boot this one away. This one taken at the 7. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line.
Stop below 18. Here we go, set.
They put a receiver in motion to the left.
Ready.
To throw, it's Rattler. He's got a man open. That's Tolbert. And he's going to take this one all the way. 70 yards. Touchdown, Buffalo. Bass's kick is good. And the Bills are able to edge a bit closer. Following the touchdown, Bass is back to kick it off. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback.
Ready, set. Oh, set.
On play action, it's Tagovailoa. That's caught downfield by Waddle. His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a first down.
All right, come on. Set.
On the handoff, this is Achane. He'll try to get back to the line, but it's not happening. Gonna lose a yard.
How often do we see linebackers be so fast trying to track down the ball carrier that they end up actually overrunning the play and allowing the running back to cut back? But not this guy. Does a great job staying in phase, stretching this ball out sideways, and he brings him down for a loss.
He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. And he might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
Ready. Ready, set.
From the gun, here's Tua. He finds the big tight end, Tremble. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
On 1st and 10, here's Tua. Left side, that's complete. It's Sutton.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard. Slot man in motion right. And he'll take it on in. Touchdown, Miami. And he continues to remain on fire. That is a rare NFL day. 5 touchdown passes thrown.
And Mike, at this point, the defense just looks completely lost out there. I mean, they have no answers whatsoever, giving up the 5th touchdown pass of this ballgame.
After the touchdown, Myers is back to boot this one away. The open man is Tolbert. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. Whoa. And he's going to be out of bounds, but they take it to the 20-yard line with that one. They are cooking to begin this drive. This play going for 30 yards. They'll run straight ahead with Warren. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground. Here's 2nd and 2.
Let's go now.
On 2nd down, Warren. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
These edge rushers, they are judged by their sack totals, Mike. They love to rush the passer. But they have responsibilities in the run game as well. Great job here, keeping it to no gain.
Ready. Hot.
Here's Rattler. That's to the end zone, but they can't connect. It's incomplete.
I like the idea of taking your shot there on 3rd down, pushing the ball downfield, looking for the touchdown. But now as it brings up 4th down, you're already this close. You're in field goal range, but do you keep that offense on the field and try to maintain possession and see if you can come away?
He's got his man, middle of the end zone. Dalton Kincaid, touchdown Buffalo. Here's Bass now for the extra point. He's got it, and the Bills are able to cut into the deficit. Following the touchdown, Bass is back to kick it off. And no chance to return this one. Through the end zone for a touchback.
Ready.
Fake the handoff. Now, Tua. He's got it! And they are not going to catch up to him. He will score. 70 yards. Touchdown, Miami. Make it 4 touchdowns for him on the afternoon. Sanders here for the extra point. It's up and good. And the Dolphins will extend this 3rd quarter lead. After the touchdown, Myers is back to boot this one away. A safe kick taken at the 5. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive.
Here we go.
On the ground, it's Warren to start the drive. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. 16 yards on the game and a quick first down. Quick throw out wide. It's caught. So back and forth they go as we are through 3. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Okay, break.
They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5.
Ready? 18, Pioneer. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Ready?
Throwing is Rattler. That's into traffic, but taken in. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
60 Maverick, 60, 79 Bronco. And up.
Rattler now back to throw. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. On the ground, this is Warren. And he'll bring this inside the 30. A gain of about 4. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. 3rd and long.
Warrior 70, 19 tight, 19 tight. Mustang 19.
Receiver in motion, headed left.
Check go.
Looking to throw, Rattler. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Bills are back within 2 scores.
And when you find yourself down double digits, you don't want to make habit of settling for these field goals. It does allow them to chip away a little bit and cut into this deficit, but they've got to find a way to score touchdowns.
The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away.
If they don't come up with this, the game is over. But now, anything can happen. You've got plenty of time, down 3. The first job, make sure you at least get the ball in field goal range to force overtime. But if the opportunity presents, try to win this thing in regulation.
Here we go.
They'll stick to the ground. And that one going to be closed down in the backfield. Great defensive play. Knifing in and dropping him for a loss.
Just feels like this has been the story of the day for this offense. Just unable to get anything going on the ground. And a big reason they find themselves trailing and another loss of yards.
Go.
Now a throw here. It's backwards. He might be looking to throw this. Here's third down and a few inches.
Let's go.
That one caught. It's Knox, the tight end. And he is going to have a Bills first down. He has it by plenty as they keep the drive alive here on 3rd and inches.
Come 19. Come 19. Set. Panther 11. Panther 11. Buffalo 18. Dragon 60. Ready.
Throwing now is Rattler. And for the 4th time today, he has been intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Walker. And the Dolphins are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
And at this point in the game, Mike, we all know one play can be the difference between winning and losing. And now after that poor throw, we'll see. Can they capitalize on this extra possession that they just stole?
From the 35, it's 1st and 10.
Get set. Set.
Play action. Tagovailoa. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing.
So I don't think his fullback was his primary option on that play, but a really nice job by the quarterback working quickly through his progression, getting the ball down to his big fullback, and he's able to pick up a nice gain.
Ready.
They'll run this one straight ahead with Achane. Oh, he coughs up the football. And this is taken in by the defense.
And as you can see with that fumble, Mike, it really just goes back to the fun.
And remember now, all turnovers must be reviewed by replay. So this one is going to need a little closer look. So that one overturned. They say the runner was down, and that will not be a fumble. 3rd and 2, Tagovailoa. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. 18 yards on the connection. First down, Miami.
Drift.
Head up. This is right. A modest gain. Maybe 2 yards. It's 2nd down.
Go ahead. Low. Set.
Here's a give to Achane. He'll be brought down. It was a nice pickup, but a penalty flag on the play. Early indications of a hold.
Ready. Solo left Zion. Set.
Tua gonna give it to Achane. Now a loose football. The Bills have got it.
You know, it's amazing, Mike, that guys still end up fumbling the ball because I can tell you from experience, the first 15 minutes of every offensive practice is ball security circuit. And that could be a combination of multiple things. How to go to the ground without getting loose to the ball, almost like the art of falling. It could be running over bags or through bags as guys take swats at the ball trying to knock it out. There are so many ways to simulate what the game is like because at the end of the day, if you want to win in the NFL, protecting the ball is the #1 priority, and it cannot be stressed enough.
60 Bobcat. 70 Ranger.
They motion the slot man left. Now Rattler gonna throw. Oh, he's gonna be bottled up and taken down. They got him.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. And they will continue to go backwards. He's taken down for a sack. The Bills bringing on their punting unit. And he's on to punt for just the second time in this game. A fair catch called and taken right at the 30-yard line. Here's 1st and 10.
Hey. Hey, long. Ready, set?
They'll drop to throw. Look wide. Get this one complete. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
When a defense has speed to the ball like this group does, it makes these wide receiver screens really challenging because all those fast linebackers and defensive backs that are chasing the ball carrier, the offensive line are the ones responsible for them, and sometimes that's just a speed mismatch, and they can't get out in front.
And that's a 1st down. It will be a gain of 8.
Ready. Set.
Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
He's inside the 25. And this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play. We talk about a quarterback who can hurt you both ways. That is the one way defenses just can't stop him. All that speed, taking it the distance.
You're exactly right, Mike. This is just one of the elements of the quarterback position that is just so hard for defenses to account for. When they get themselves in space, they in essence turn into a running back, and once they get out in front, there's no catching them.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. From the 6, here comes a return. And he'll be out of bounds just past the 25.
Here we go. Trap 60. Hut.
Now, faking the give. Pass complete right side to Kincaid. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a 1st down.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass, get past the 1st down marker, be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can react to the receiver. It's exactly how it played out here. You can drop all the fancy plays you want, but when the quarterback and the receiver see it through the same set of eyes, it's virtually impossible to stop.
Throw to the right flat. It is caught. And he will not get away. Terrific open field tackle. Gets him down behind the line. Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. To throw, it's Rattler. Quick throw, taken in. And he'll be taken down after a gain of 9. And 3rd down coming up.
79 Bronco. Ready. Get up.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
Come on.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. And that final throw here is intercepted. He works free, right side. And he is going to bring this one back. A DB's dream, a pick 6 for touchdown. So they make the decision on 4th down to try to go for it. Instead, it goes back the other way for a pick 6.
Yeah, and anytime you go for it on 4th down, you're saying, hey, we don't mind rolling the dice and taking some chances. In this case, it backfires. The defense is able to capitalize, and they take it all the way back the other way.
So, fins up.